AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry.
It was past 10 seconds. They say we could curse after 10 seconds on Twitter or YouTube.
That's just how I'm feeling right now, man.
We live.
Big Fleet, we are here. Never the little one. The biggest. Appreciate everybody that's here already.
Get right to this, man.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all.
Y'all know what this is, man.
Tough. It's gonna be a tough session tonight, y'all. Let's get to it.
I don't even know how to get into this. Straight trash. 2024-25 Knicks team is better than last year's team. That's what I've been hearing all year. Another loss, 126-113. The Knicks have fallen to the LA Clippers. Los Clippers. Dime drop over, of course. 6 months inactive on a group chat. God bless. God bless.
Love you, Dom. Quickly got a quick text. A quick text.
Man.
How quick did that text come? Pause. That was crazy.
9:51. Kawhi's officially back.
He was right on cue. Right on cue.
Kawhi is officially back again, and then he follows that up with not gonna get too excited though. This is the conundrum that I don't want to be a part of. 126-113 loss to the Nueva York, to the LA Clippers. Hold on, we see our girl in the building. I don't want to take my man's quote, so I just put my heart on my chest.
Nah, you can't do it like OG. La Turia.
He said I turned the game off. She was disgusted with Tibbs timeouts. Big fish in the building.
What did I say to you? What did I say to you? What did I say to you we were on the phone? What did I say to you in that third quarter? What did I say? Tell the people what I said, please.
Call a damn timeout and get somebody out of the game.
Bro, when Harden hit that second three before he hit the third in a row, I didn't give a damn if it was 30 seconds left in the quarter. But I think it was like a minute and a half, 50 seconds left. Call timeout. I don't care. Call timeout. You could see the shake in his shoulders. You know a ball player is getting in the rhythm. When you could look at a ball player and be like, oh, okay, this dude's getting in the rhythm. And we gotta try to cut that rhythm.
I guess we have to thank our satellite system because AllBall has made an appearance.
AllBall suckers.
He's angry tonight. He's load managing. He's the one that talks the most shit about this era and LeBron load management. But he takes off afternoons with AllBall. He'll take off Knicks Rehab. Your man is out here. He is the LeBron of AllBall TV for real. All right.
My guy load managing. Kawhi played tonight, so he had to take off tonight.
Right.
We all
can't get in the game.
We had to balance it. Darlene B, what up, baby?
We don't have a Darlene the Queen. You don't have a thing for you because you got a bachata call for La Turia.
Nah, that happened organically. When he introduces Darlene B, I say, Darlene B, what's good, baby? That's what I do for her. Why you don't do that? That came too natural just now. Is that what you do on the outsides? That's how you behave?
I engage.
You're a married man. I ain't gonna disrespect you, right? I ain't gonna.
Exactly. I'm just
I'm not gonna
engaging
butt
and I'm
out on you
assisting.
right now.
I'm magnifying the energy, assisting away from me, because half is serious in New York City. Fuck y'all talking about? Don't get divorced in these streets and lose half. I ain't losing half of what I got. My little Kia.
Be smart.
Fuck y'all.
Yes. Be smart. Don't be a retard. Oh shit, you can't say
Whoa.
that. I'm sorry.
Hold
You
on.
can't say that.
Let me bookmark that because we're gonna blank that out.
I'm sorry. Respectfully, y'all. I am. I'm sorry if that touched anybody. All right. I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it.
Shout out to all the extra chromosomes.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to yeah that. Yo, this is why two don't like us around. Like, we're just gonna be me and you, because he's gonna think, oh man, this guy, they don't get the channel script.
RP, chill. See? Chill. My fault.
You gotta add this is RP's lane. He likes this shit.
He's blue, Drew. What up, man? Hold me down, Drew.
King Speech, what's going on, man? What y'all talking about?
Speech.
King
Family
Speech is
here.
starting.
We got family in the building. Fisher's here. The family's here. Let's not laugh through this. Let's not laugh through this. Turbo.
Babe, get a divorce. He gonna be out here walking with one chancleta. That was funny.
Yo. Oh, listen. We can listen, y'all. Listen.
That's a good one, King Speech. That's a good one. Let's go. We gotta rock.
I can roll with that. Listen, y'all.
And that's not even true either. I take that back. We gotta think of a new one, because I know a lot of those that have higher IQs than these supposed regular normal people.
Listen, OG is not here right now. Slow manager handling some business. So we can act like this right now. It doesn't have to be a funeral right now. We'll get to the proceedings. We're trying to like do our best not to have to jump into this bullshit that just happened a few minutes ago. That second half was some god awful basketball to look at. You could get to what you got to get to, Fabian. I know the people want to hear about how we feel about this loss to the Clippers tonight, because that got ugly very quickly, very fast. The tide turned. I'm like, Lord.
Thanks for reining us in.
Let's rein us in, man.
I was gonna keep going. 126, 113 loss by the New York Knicks to the LA Clippers. Kawhi Leonard 27 points, 29 from James Harden. He went off in the third quarter, and Kawhi just finished it off in the fourth. 19 from Norman Powell. He started picking it up in the second half as well. 18 for Zubac. We were talking about him, off camera. He's just grown man.
He's a really good player.
Really good. Another guy who can play in any era, Flea. How about that?
I'm not doing that with you tonight.
You don't have to.
I'm not doing that with you tonight.
You don't have to, but that's another guy, an example of someone whose game translates, and he's the guy that can help the old school dudes go, okay, there's a lot of Victor Zubacs in this era, because soft touch, high IQ Victor Zubac. He's just limited on speed, but you talk about making the most of it, and he's competitive.
Love Darlene, man. She the best.
Nah, my wife be selling me out here. I don't know what you talking about. If it's Oprah's out here, yo, Darlene, ain't none of that going down. Now under my watch, I told her if there's an upgrade out there, the Fabian family must prosper.
And Big Flea, never the little one, single like a dollar bill out this mother.
I'm living through Flea though, man.
Don't live through me, baby. Don't live through me. Be better than me. I ain't shit.
Blue blockers? What that mean? What's a blue blocker?
I don't know.
Dominican side kicking in. That's some Southern shit. 126, but we've been trying, Flea. 126, 113. Loss to the Clippers. 27 for Kawhi. And we already went through the Clippers. 28 for OG. He tried to bring us back, but Josh Hart's bum ass couldn't hold on to the pass. He gave up a dunk to Zubac. OG almost got his elbow thrown into the rim by Zubac. I don't know what you were thinking, OG. That was not the time to be tough. Save that tough shit for another moment. Or like try to get some of that tough shit to Cat one day. But you don't try with 20 seconds left to block a Zubac dunk. That man looks like a building, a literal building. What were you thinking, OG? That ain't no Joker. Pun intended. 28 for OG Anunoby, trying to piss me off. Really well-rounded game, except Don reminded me that Kawhi was busting his ass. Kawhi was busting.
Cooking him.
It was
he started to go to work on OG. They threw Bridges on him. He started kicking Bridges' ass. Sugar Man, what up?
The only guy I seen that could really guard Kawhi, you know who it is, right? In the last 5 years?
Who, LeBron?
LeBron James. He's had a hell of a day. Game winner. Saved us from getting the Indiana Pacers from getting a game or game and a half. What's the standings? Yeah, we up 3 games. It would have been 2 games back. Saved us. Jesus Christ. Thank the Lord for LeBron James.
Yo, when teams start getting physical, man, we are so soft. We don't match physicality. We stop rebounding. We stop defending. It's so frustrating with this ball club, man. It is a true frustration to put any faith in this team currently, right? Like I always talk about next year and going forward. But right now, watching them on a day-to-day basis, it's so tough, man. It is so tough. You know how you could look at a team and know that they're going to bring defensive intensity every night, but if shots are not falling, it'll struggle, right? You'll struggle against better teams, teams that are not as good. Maybe you will be in a dogfight and things like that, right? But you always know you're going to get maximum effort on a defensive end from really, really good teams. This team right here, we get so down on ourselves when shots stop falling. And when the shots stop falling, we don't play with any focus, any energy. And that's when it starts to leak over into like pride. Like Harden is a great player, right? But like I said, when you can see that a guy is getting in a rhythm, you got to be able to know that consciously as a hooper. As a hooper, you should know, he's about to get it broke. We got to know when. Send the double. Figure out a way to get the ball out of his hands. Deny him. Or Tibbs, be a good coach and call a fucking timeout after he hits 2 in a row. Do that. Like, Sandman, to the Frank stand, man. I've been letting you rock. Chill. This ain't about Tibbs. We could get rid of Tibbs. I already discussed that. Don't play with me tonight. Tonight's not the night, man. I let you rock all the time. Love you like cooked food, but don't play with me tonight.
Why? That's your fault. The same way AllBall was sticking with fucking, this team was better than last year's team because we got a cat.
I'm honest on Tibbs at all times.
No, you wasn't.
Yes, I was. I've always been honest. I've always said, all right, get rid of Tibbs. What's your plan? You have
patient and honest are 2 different things, and we have a plan. The plan is coming up, and when I reveal the plan,
respect, Sam, man.
He said it is the night, Mr. Mr. Flea.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Sam, man, he just turned on Tibbs 2 nights ago. Don't even let him talk to you like that. You think you talking to, Flea? Enough is enough with your bully behavior. Telling these people to the Franks.
Leave me alone.
Listen, I'm sick of your shit, Flea. These guys gotta play tough, this, that, and the third.
Tell me, they do.
How?
You watching?
How? Okay. what Kawhi Leonard was doing to OG, he took him to the woodshed, right?
Man, Kawhi Leonard is a top 75 player all time, man. What he started to do against OG, you can't do nothing. You saw that shot he hit over him? Great defense. Contest everything. What you gonna do? What the fuck you gonna do? Name your best defender. Name your favorite defender. Name the best defender of all time. Probably wasn't gonna block that shot. He started going to work like a professional, bro. That shit was. What you gonna do?
And that's a skill set, right? His mid range.
For sure.
He decides, I'm gonna get the ball right here. It ain't my spot. I'm gonna kick it back out. Give me the ball back. I'm right here. All right, that's my spot. Boom. Get to my rhythm, right? To me, this is what I'm talking about when people like Flea talk about be tough. Being tough is a skill. That's a skill. I'm sick of y'all acting like it's not. To press that button.
I never said it wasn't.
You ain't got to cut me off. You could listen for a couple more seconds. How about that, Flea?
I'll be quiet.
There's no button that Tibbs could push, and then we tough. It's not happening. We had that last year. Everybody was hurt last year, and this wasn't happening. We were going crazy last year at this time. Like, yo, once we get healthy, Boston, we were talking big talk last year.
There was a level of confidence that we had as a team. Again, there's no togetherness right now. I definitely could see a fractured team. For sure. For sure.
Fractured.
Yeah.
Tonight,
our captain is down. And I don't think that that's highlighted enough here in Knicks Rehab. I don't think we run from talking about that and being honest about how we look currently without having Jalen Brunson. It's not making an excuse. It's saying, yo, the guy that leads us, our captain, arguably our best player, is not here. He's been down the last 10, 11 games, whatever it is, right? So that matters a lot. And again, I think us, the people in the comments, but I don't think we're honest enough about how big of a loss that's been for the way this team operates. It's huge.
Toughness and leadership is another intangible that translates in any era of history of the world, let alone basketball. And Jalen Brunson embodies that. Campaign tried to tough it out. He got hurt in the first quarter, and he didn't come back in the second half. He tried to play through the injury.
He had it rolling.
Well, they did well because we were up 10 in the first, right? To end the first. And yeah, great point, Harlem Bully. McBride is down as well. Well, trade him too. Wait. I thought you said he was down. Damn, McBride. Harlem Bully.
Harlem Bully.
67.
Out of here.
67 with a Dipset logo. I'm scared of you.
Tori B ain't here. It's Latoria. She here, y'all.
Come on, man.
I thought she heard us when we was talking about. Yeah, she said she timed out after 10 minutes left. Yeah, I understand.
So
you can see the energy.
Toughness translates. Campaign, I think he's fearless. He's a lunatic. He'll shoot at any given time. He's always ready to play. It feels like I never seen him tired, and it was Tyler Kolik's time to shine. With Thibodeau, it's always like that. I complained about this in the playoffs when y'all, even AllBall, who's out here talking about we bamboozled him. No, you bamboozled yourself with Tom Thibodeau in the playoffs last year when I said you were forced to play Precious, just like he was forced to go with Kolik tonight. And we finally got to see it, Flea. Please, what's your reaction to Kolik's performance tonight? Extended minutes. How many total minutes did he play? We saw 17 in the third. He ended up with 18. They benched him for their long right. Played all 12 minutes. Yo, hold on.
Did we have a good laugh? We had a hell of a laugh about that one.
I said, yo, I said, what I said, yo, we going back to the 2016 Knicks playing who is that game?
Yeah.
He comes in there, I'm like, yo, we got that's John Morant.
When DeLon Wright came in the game and immediately got a technical foul for flopping. Whether we agree with the foul or not, what the fuck was that?
Hold on. That's the referees letting us know it's over.
Nah. Dog came in the game and got a technical foul off flopping. We haven't seen this nigga yet all year long. Nah. Hell no. Hell no, y'all. No.
Yo, the refs and the NBA let Tibbs know, if this is what y'all bring into the playoffs, you get no calls. So Josh Hart is not slick. Y'all are not low. Before Flea answers a question about Kolick, we are not low. All of a sudden, you don't want to complain to the refs. Yeah, you shouldn't complain to the refs when soft ass Cat is at the helm and you got DeLon Wright coming to the game. They're not giving you no calls, man. They laughing at us, please. If we're laughing at us, you know the rest of the world is laughing at us.
King's speech is a fact, though. Nobody else gets the technical foul for flopping but the New York Knicks on a guy that don't get minutes ever. This motherfucker don't never get minutes. He come in the game and get a technical. He gives up points. Think about this. He comes in the game and gives up points and didn't even touch the ball.
Mike Breen said, I haven't seen a technical on a flop in 7 months. Something like that. They're all right, man.
Mike Breen had to convince himself that it was a flop. He was like, well, he started selling it. It's like, Breen, whether you agree with the foul or not, come on. No.
But DeLon Wright did come in there to replace Tyler Kolick, who we've all been advocating for, and now it's time to put we setting the stats on the table, the tape on the table. Let's keep it 1,000. Bronny's been on the damn news for 8 months. Everybody has no problem critiquing him. We have no issues critiquing our guys. So how about that? Y'all been lying, talking about it's all just Bronny. No, this is our guy, second rounder, G League dude too. We were dying to see him flee. What the hell did we see tonight? That he got benched in the fourth quarter, turning red, looking like a tomato out there.
I think this is the first time he saw a guard of that kind of stature, right? He had some great games the last 2 games. Didn't turn the ball over. 17 assists, right? Almost 18 assists or something like that in 2 games, the last 2 games. Really didn't score it like that, scored it a little bit, hasn't been aggressive, right? So I'm being fair. I gotta evaluate the dude in stretches, and I can't evaluate him just in this vacuum. Did he have a bad game? For sure. I don't think he was aggressive enough. You could see that he wasn't in a rhythm offensively. He still passes the ball naturally on a high level. You can't teach the way he passes the rock, right? The way he sees things happening, he's excellent with that. But in terms of, getting himself going in the offense, I don't think he has that yet. He's still extremely lost on defense. I was locked in on him, on his rotations and where he's at in terms of when the ball is in the corner or the ball is by the hat. Where you at, right? Like they always teach that. Anybody remember the shell defense drill where you just swing the ball around the key and guys got to move in the spots that they need to be at wherever the ball is at, right? And so for me, I'm watching him and I'm like, damn, he's never where he's supposed to be when the ball is in the corner or the ball is at the top of the key, when your man doesn't have the ball. And that's really what I'm talking about. Not his on-ball defense. He's a small guard. He's going to struggle. He got to get stronger. What did you say? We was talking. He was like, yo, bro, he got to do some push-ups. I'm like, yeah, he got to get stronger. But just in terms of just knowing awareness on the defensive end, he ain't there yet. But he a good player. So I just think Tibbs got frustrated with the fact that, he was struggling and he really wanted to win this game tonight. Like, I don't think people understand, and we've been talking about it for a while. We want to start beating teams that other people are looking at like, oh, that's a respectable team. Right or wrong? People in the chat last night, OG, big shout out to OG last night, said we beat Dallas. with nobody, right? So we coming in tonight in the Garden, going up against, again, 2 top 75 guys. I don't know. We had to show up tonight, and we didn't. Especially in that second half. We look terrible in the second half.
I mean, and the Clippers, the second best defense in the league, they're fighting to stay out of the play.
Man, did you see Josh Hart have a triple-double last night? Did everybody watch that?
Yeah.
I'm giving him his 15 minutes of fame tonight. I'm telling you, man. Leave me alone. Just because Josh Hart had a bad game, okay.
No.
Talking about Tyler Kolek right now.
Yeah, we're talking about Tyler Kolek right now. You stay focused, Flea. We get all triggered because he mentioned Josh Hart. It is what it is. We'll get to him in a second. Tyler Kolek.
Because he said Josh Hart.
Yeah, Tyler Kolek.
Leave me alone.
We love the kid coming out of, Marquette. He went to George Mason before that, if I'm not mistaken. 4-year college kid.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, to deal with the G League being brought down, the fans, he calling you. New York is very loud. We're going to say that you deserve a spot even when you don't. We don't care because we're lunatics. But we were clamoring to see this kid, man. We wanted to see him in an NBA game, and the passing isn't the problem. The passing looks NBA elite level. The passing looks NBA elite level, can probably potentially run an offense. We don't know yet because he has to be, get more consistent minutes. But the first thing that stood out was that he wasn't going for his shots and all that.
Nah, this is funny.
That's crazy.
That's funny. I love funny. That's funny.
No, behind the ear.
The behind the ear is crazy. Behind the ear is crazy.
He could have went extra flagrant and it would have been funny. But Josh Hart,
that's funny. Behind the ear, that's insane. The J3 behind the ear is nasty.
You got a heart with a J in it.
All right. Now you wilding.
I gotta paint the picture. You put J3 to try to soften the blow. Big pause.
Nah, that's mad funny. That's mad funny. Oh man, I love all y'all, man, for real. That was good. That was good, SF. That was good. That was fire. That was fire.
And then when you get mad, you get a Caesar and grow your hair out so nobody sees it. And then when he has a good game, you get the fade. You get the light fade.
JH3. They going crazy. You see Fish BOT.
They just throw a look. Yeah, they're going crazy in there.
What do we say?
A JH3 gold.
Nasty. That's with the dangling joint. You know the dangling.
You got door knockers with JH3 on them.
Nasty. Y'all wilding me out now. Y'all wilding me out now. See what you started, SF? That was nasty.
I want to blame Sam. Sam is the one who got it going.
That's it. Yeah, Sam is the one who did it. He did it.
But Tyler Kolek, Sandman, speaking of jump shots, he ain't got no jump shot right now. And Clyde said it right when I was thinking it, and I couldn't put the words together. He said, yo, all of his shots are short, man. Look at his first free throw. Short. Yeah. 3-pointer, short. He ain't got no legs, and I can't blame that on just not being in shape. So how do you get ready at that point, Flea? If you're not getting time, how do you prepare for that if you know this is Tibbs? Deuce McBride's in your ear. Yo, just trust me. Stick with it. For Deuce, it took a while. It took a couple years, a couple of iterations of the New York Knicks. We always point to the breakout game against Philly, but Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson did not have a good game, but that was the Deuce game last year against the Philadelphia 76ers. And Deuce never looked like he didn't belong on the court physically. He never looked exhausted. And Tyler Kolek was exhausted after 8-9 minutes, in my opinion. Then they finally took him out. And he stuck with him for a while. That's what I'm saying. When he didn't give him a chance today, I can't blame that on Tibbs. I would have done the same thing. And the fact they put DeLon Wright in there, Flea, DeLon Wright, here you go, and you're not coming back in, Tyler. Get back in the gym. Well, how do you stay in shape at that point if you're Tyler Kolek, Flea? How does that work?
I mean, for me, I wouldn't. So I can't talk from experience, obviously, but for me, I'm looking at it from a perspective of him just staying ready in the G League, right? You got to get reps down there. Some guys volunteer to go down there, right? Sometimes you may not be asked to go down, but sometimes you got to volunteer. Yo, I need to go down there. I need to get some reps. I need to keep my legs up under me. I need to do what I got to do just in case my number is called. Especially now, right? Now, your mind. For me, it would really be a mental thing, right? I think if you get to a place of where your mentality is ready to go every night, that physical shit is gonna come. You a pro for a reason, right? Like you made it this far for a reason. You could withstand what it takes to be out on the basketball court. I just think it's reps for him. He gotta play. Ain't no other way to cut it. You gotta play.
Come on, Fish is crazy.
He
I'm
going
pretty proud of that.
crazy
Come
still.
on. Nah, that
He
song
got-
is crazy.
But that goes back to what I was saying though, Fabian. Like with a good coach, with a good team, and you see that you got young guys on your bench, whether that's rookies or second-year players, you got to play those guys early. Play those guys within the first 10, 15, 20 games. That first quarter of the season, you got to play them. See what you got. See what you're going to have down the stretch. And then when the guys towards the end of the season, now you ramp up the minutes for Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Cat. You ramp it back up, and now we go into the playoffs ready to rock and roll. And we've already solidified some confidence in the guys off our bench and our young guys. He doesn't do that. So now you throwing him in there, and you got Brooklyn Knicks fan calling him trash.
Right.
Or because you know what I'm saying? Or because you don't do the responsible thing with that player. If you're a coach, that's the responsible thing to do with him in terms of developing your guy.
And I mean, that's bottom line is we've been saying it all year. If you're not, we got the best starting lineup in the history of mankind. But then what game was it against Memphis? We scored 142 points and the bench only scored like 4. We won in overtime. And I forgot what game that was in December. But I'm like, all right, but so why don't you explore the fucking rookies? And then by the time we get back to March or April, we don't know who's going to get hurt. We don't know what anybody could do. We don't know what we don't want them to do. So we don't want Kolick at this point where we're noticing, if we're being fair, we're analyzing in real time. For y'all that don't think we don't critique second rounders, because we doing it. So I don't want to hear it. We don't want you to be tentative, Kolick. Get in there, do some damn jump rope shit that Ray Allen be doing. Get your jump on, because they're gonna start. They flee in the playoffs. This is the second best defense in the league. Everybody's defense that's gonna play well in the playoffs, they're gonna turn it up in the playoffs. They're gonna start to act like they're gonna put on a fake impression of a second, best defense in the league. And Kolick, they're gonna say, you know what? We ain't giving you no driving lanes for you to pass. You want to pass? We're not getting you involved. No, you score. That's what they're gonna do. You go, oh, he's in the game? Yeah, all right, 1-on-1. Everybody stay on their man. Do not switch. Stay on your man. Go shoot, Kolick. And he doesn't have it right now. So can we blame Tibbs? Yeah, overall. But tonight, I understand why he benched him, even though it's like, I'm trying to be nice to him, basically, because I don't want to keep talking about him. It boiled down to him, not being in shape, in game shape, and getting to this point where he would have been in shape, would have been an all-star break going on. He would have had games off if Campaign was the backup point guard plan, which is insane still. And we said it from the rip. Campaign is a backup? Nah, you mean we're looking for another backup and he's going to fill in for now, right? And, that's just awful. Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Fabian, that is easier said than done for a rookie who have not played much during the season because of Tibbs' stubbornness. I can't argue that, D. Grant. I just can't argue that, because we've been saying that all year long. That we've been as patient as Flea has been with Tibbs. He said, like, nah, y'all are right. If I'm Tibbs, you have to figure out a way to get 8-10 minutes and see what Steve Kerr is doing. Because Steve Kerr gets a lot of criticism from Golden State Warriors fans too. But he got 2 rookies in there, 2 second rounders, late second rounders picked around Kolek, and they're getting major minutes.
He's playing 12 guys some nights, Fabian. Whether they play 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, whatever. They come in, spell Steph, Draymond, commit whoever, spell them, and give quality minutes and get him out the game. Or some guys get into a rhythm and actually gain confidence off the minutes that he plays. He gives them. But that's about a coach infusing confidence in your guys, right? Like, you had to start Kolek the second half. You had to, because Campaign got hurt. You had to start him. So that wasn't a thing of, okay, I'm going to infuse some confidence in this guy and get him out there in the second half and say, yo, lead the ship and let's get to it. That he had to do that. And that's
he also couldn't put DeLon right at that moment in the second half because you're going to go, nah, Tibbs, you're wilding.
Of course, you have to go. You have to go, Kolek. I'm not saying he did what he had to do. Well, what was at his disposal, right? He didn't have nothing else at his disposal. But then to get frustrated with the kid, right, and bench him the entire fourth quarter, like that's a message. That's definitely a message. I don't
a message
know.
to all right, but so a message to who though? That now I just heard the Funk Flex voice. Who you mad at, me or yourself? Because you're the one that didn't play him all year, Tibbs. That's not a message, but you didn't look in the mirror, Flea. How he can't be sending a message to Kolek. I mean, he has to accept it, but it is a message to your point to be ready, stay ready, and got to get ready.
I mean, that changes. That separates the guys who keep jobs and the guys who don't keep jobs, right? Like when you get a guy that stays ready, you could have him on your team no matter what. Pay him something and you throw him out there in a row to get him out there. He's gonna give you quality minutes, no matter the situation. How the fuck does Corey Joseph still have a job? Respectfully to Corey Joseph. But he's still got a job. And if you throw him out there, he's going to be ready to play. We talked about DJ Augustine for years. How the hell did DJ Augustine keep a job for so many years? Stay ready.
Shout out DJ Augustine. That's my man. That's my homeboys. He's from New Orleans, right? I know he's from Louisiana.
Yes. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you got them guys stay. And I'm just talking about the guys that weren't full-time starters forever, but they started on teams, came off the bench, whatever role you needed them to play, you call their number, they ready to go. At some point, Kolek got to be that, right? And it's got to go from 2 ways, though. Got to go from 2 ways. He's got to be brought up the right way. He's already playing behind a really good guard in Brunson, all NBA guard. So that's it right there. You're seeing that in practice every day. But the coach got to let him know, I fuck with you, but this is what I need you to do.
Tyler Kolek, I don't know if you're watching Knicks Rehab, AllBall TV yet, but I know your teammates are. I know your teammates are. And they would tell you, like I tell them, keep your eyes on the prize, baby, Bubba. Basketball season is heating up, and Prize Picks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win or receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Baby Bubba.
Come on, man. I can't say this. I can't call Tyler Kolek soft. I can't call him soft. He went out there playing energetic.
For sure.
Yes, that wisdom, baby Bubba. Oh boy.
Oh boy, OG.
That was dope. That was dope. We might need a baby Bubba from drop them all, y'all.
Yeah.
SS dropped the dope drop for me yesterday. He said, Fabian, get back to work. That's how you did it. I said, what? I'm listening like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? I can't call Tyler Kolek soft. And I hinted at it yesterday. And I know he had a good game today, decent game, but and Flea, you could point to this because there was an exact moment in the game where you were like, huh? Mikal Bridges, you was a big bitch, man. You soft. Enough is enough. You soft. It's 70 games, 65 games, Flea. And what did you tell me on the phone, man? What is that? What was that, Flea? That moment I said, What happened, Flea? What was the moment that you said?
Gregory Lee, what up? That's our brother, man. Greg Lee. Listen. I don't know what the play was, but Cat had the ball at the top of the key, and he had a sweet little dump in to Mikal Bridges. Mikal caught it like deep in the paint, and could have went right up, but Kawhi like jumped there and was there. But dog, like 2 seconds later, he's out to the 3-point line. Like he pushed him all the way out to the 3-point line after getting a post, not even a post entry pass. It was a little dump in there. He could have just turned around and shot over him. He went all the way out to the 3. I was like, well, damn. Like, I mean, just moved him all the way out there. Just guided him. I was like, nah. I just didn't like it. It stood out to me crazy. I didn't like it.
We briefly, I don't know if we'll get into that later because that's always a stupid argument. It sounds dumb, but it's just passionate. The old school versus new school and who could play in what era. And we talked about Durant versus George Gervin. And of course, I didn't watch George Gervin play, but the first thing I thought is his patented move is a play that's towards the rim. Towards the rim, high percentage. So for you to take away, to increase the risk on any shot by moving from the paint to the corner is insane. You were scared to jump hook it over Kawhi because he's skilled. This is not 25-year-old Kawhi. Pump fake, drop step, keep your dribble. You scared to dribble around Kawhi? You scared to dribble, turn to your right, back to your left? You got a little handle. How come you don't test it towards the big dog? The guy who's seen every kind of handle ever in the history the last 10, 15 years in the league. Why are you scared, Mikal? I didn't like that. The more and more I thought about that play, Flea, very indicative of
Big shout out to Walt Clyde Frazier, man. Big shout out to Clyde Frazier.
Quite clear what's going on with him, and he can't be your third best player on the team. And I think he was touted to be that. And again, my nightly reminder of last year's team, who was our third best player last year. Every night was a different dude who was ready to be a third best player last year, and we don't have somebody every night that's ready to be a third best player every night this year. Because if it's Cat and Brunson every night, Cat ain't. He got 34 and 14, bro. When you look at the stats, you go, "Oh, this is great."
Look at what Honda said. Honda 184. When Bridges don't score on offense, he don't play no damn defense. What have I been saying all season long? What have I been saying about that dude all season long?
You've been saying that since December at least. That's the first thing you know. Like it stood out to you. Like, hold on. So now you ain't hitting jump shots.
It dictates everything for him. It dictates everything for him. And like I said last night, I wish he would flip that, right? You could get rolling on offense after you go get a couple stops, man. We got dogs that's going to put the ball in the rim. Brunson's going to get us a bucket. Cat's going to get us a bucket, like you just said. He going to fill the stat sheet up.
Yeah, Kingsley, get your Bridges Hive on. I want to explain this because if Brunson is out, how did Bridges look like the best player on the team today? I don't think so. OG looked better than him again. And he was getting his ass bust on the defensive end by Kawhi. And then so much so, like, all right, Bridges, you got him. Because I'm the only one showing up on offense. He got us down by what, 8 with like a minute and a half to go. Try to bring it back. And then bum ass Josh Hart turned the ball over in the post, in the high post, please. Where was he going? Yo, Josh Hart barely has a feel for the game. He's a lunatic, really, who's trying to hone in himself. He's really a
He
savage.
just plays at one pace.
Yeah.
Like very, obviously not Russell Westbrook, but Russell Westbrook like, right? Where it's just that it's very hard to like slow down, nigga. Slow down. Hold on. Hell of a player. Like, if you watch basketball, y'all know he's a hell of a player. Like, Sandman is just he's just bugging. Josh Hart is a hell of a player, but the flaws are clear, right? Get the ball out your hand.
He did, but Bridges did look better than Josh Hart tonight. He's right about that. Tonight, yes.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
And they take turns on who does play better, because Josh Hart will go crazy some nights, but we always say, yeah, we don't need Josh Hart to be the 3rd or 4th best player or attempt to be a top 3 or 4 player on the team every night. We need Bridges to think he is the 3rd or 4th best player every single night, that he might be the best player on the team every single night. He needs to be ready to be that, and he ain't doing that. And that comes with, I hate to say toughness now, because we've been using that shit since Draymond said it way too much. Approach to the game, however you want to call it, but it's not in him. It's not in him. And tonight, first half, he started well. Did he end up with 10 assists? Because I know he had 9 by the 4th quarter, and he was throwing some dime passes. Mikhail, he ended up with 9 assists. He threw us great passes, some great passes. I just think also no, he'll never be Tayshaun Prince. He'll never be Tayshaun Prince. If Mikal Bridges played back then, he couldn't lock up. Somehow Tayshaun is stronger than Mikal Bridges, or plays stronger than Mikal Bridges. And he looked frail, but
plays tougher. But there's the same body type, right? Same style of play. I think Fish said the other night, these guys are not all the same size or body frame as Mikal Bridges. But that Rick Fox call, that Steven Jackson call, he said Shawn Marion. Obviously, Shawn Marion is a top tier level guy. But come on, those type of guys, for sure, aspiring to do what they did. All of them could put the ball in the basket. No, right or wrong. All of them could put the ball in the basket. But the focus wasn't, yo, go get me a bucket. It was, yo, everything that you do on the defensive end helps us win. If you put the ball in the basket, we just that much better now. And I wish he would, embody that. Or at least try to.
Nah, Tayshaun Prince, if his wingspan was 7'2", Bridges is 7 feet or 7'2". It's not. I think Bridges got a 7'2" wingspan, Kings Beach. I just think Tayshaun played again. We talked about this about Cat, and who else we said, Flea, Isaiah Stewart, and somebody else. And I was like, yo, lower body strength. Cat ain't got lower body strength, bro.
Yeah, his base. We were talking about his base and how he's, gets moved. Yeah.
He can't throw it back.
I told you these niggas be twerking.
To box out, and he gets his 14, 15 rebounds, but it's different when you box out. When you start, that's why he can't.
I want to tell the people what I thought you. I want to tell the people what I thought you said earlier so bad. I'm gonna leave you alone.
Don't. I love it. No Diddy. I definitely know Diddy. He's trying to turn me into the diddle over here. The Fabler. The Fabler. The Fabler. How can we flip that? How can you even tell that story now? It's very hard to just present it.
No, I'm not. Not right now. We'll talk about it another time.
Gregory Lee says Cat is big but moves sloppy.
Niggas is wilding this night, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Knicks lost tonight, man. It got niggas bugging out.
I mean, he does look. That's how he moves. He moves. He's always moved like awkwardly. Mitchell Robinson moved like that for a long time.
Unorthodox stuff about him, especially when he gets close around the rim and all that type of shit. There's awkwardness for sure.
Yeah. Well, who we on before Cat? It was Cat. Oh, Mikal Bridges. And OG's just clearly. I mean, I always thought he was better than him, but it was just shocking when I asked you guys yesterday. Did we think going into this season or even acquiring OG and like where would anybody have had him in the top, small forwards in the league and or wing players in the league? And he's just. I don't think anybody would have said Mikal Bridges was he was better than Mikal Bridges 2 years ago. But just speaking on OG, he's starting to finish around the rim better, man. I mean, all these things we got to pause at this point. And that's what I wanted to tell you, that I know when somebody's super into basketball because y'all sound way too intimate. It is very intimate when y'all talk.
So I'm watching the game with Fabian earlier. We're watching the second half. And so I'm losing my mind play by play. And so he told me to remind him. So what did you say now? We're too intimate when we're watching the game?
Ball players, like especially old school, like these guys are scared to say what they were supposed to be saying. Like I told you, Dusty Baker one time he was talking about Barry Bonds at the plate. He goes, "Yo, man, the secret to his home runs is his big butt. You got a big butt. You got a big behind. That's the key." I'm like,
yo,
what? You say
tonight, man. It's going, yo, niggas is wild tonight, man. Niggas talking about Barry Bonds ass. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Be like, yo, get out. Yo, what did remember what Beanie Siegel told Kanye and Pharrell? He said, man, just come all the way out the closet, man. Yo, Fabe, just come all the way out the closet.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a married man. This nigga is insane.
Listen, man, I don't live in there. I don't live in no closet, y'all. But I think it's true. The Gary Paytons of the world, the all these ball players. I'm not saying I'm walking around looking at their ass, but there's a difference between their lower body strength with Tayshaun Prince's lower body strength compared to Mikal Bridges' lower. Mikal Bridges gets, I don't say punked. He's just light. That really is the other side to it. Because one of the things that Draymond said about Cat was that, Cat is strong. Mm-hmm. He's strong. So when he's playing tough like that, now all of a sudden you start getting scared. Because anybody
he said good luck guarding him. Yeah.
Anybody, if you a dude and either you got into a fight or you play fighting, when there's somebody that's stronger than you, even when you don't show the fear, you go, nah, Flea kind of strong, man. Like I might have to get the bat on him real quick. You're not gonna catch me one-on-one. And Mikal Bridges, I don't hear enough from other players in the league either. Where's the chatter, the breakdowns? Nobody even talks about you. And usually, if you were great,
period. To be to say to ourselves, and I said it too, to say to ourselves, we had statistically the best starting five for a stretch. To say that about ourselves, and we inflict no fear in the rest of the league. Not a soul. They know you got to come to play when you play against the Knicks, for sure. You got to play. You can't roll your bums out there and we're going to lay down. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is niggas coming to the Garden thinking they could go out of here with a win. We come into the arena, they thinking we got a chance of beating this team. If we get physical with this team, they're not going to fight back. Obviously not fight back, but just match physicality. Punch for punch. We don't got that. I seen somebody in the comment, I think Sean Wilson, big shout out to Sean Wilson. I think he said, we need demons. I like the term, you know what I'm saying? But I understand what he's saying. We need some guys that's not really focused on, I need touches and I need to put the ball in the basket. We need somebody that's just going to just fuck offense up. I'm just coming in the game to fuck your offense up. I don't really care about nothing. I'm just ready to blow up all your plays. I'm ready to just get physical with your best player or your best ball handler, whatever. We don't really have that. So, for real, Brooklyn Knicks fan, like, and there's certain niggas out there that just meet that criteria.
Yo, King Speed said every time I see Nick Young, I hear Nick Cannon's voice. Oh no, that's not what he said. Somebody said every time I see Cat, I think of Nick Young.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh man!
I don't think anybody talked like that last year, man. Not gonna lie. Anyway, you want to see something pretty, man? Beautiful basketball. Go on, look. Woo! Woo! That just happened right now. Big Joker. You saw it?
No, I'm about to go and watch it in a little bit.
We're gonna talk about LeBron and Pat McAfee and them. You got 10 more minutes, please? Why not?
I didn't say a word. I got him. If we want to have fun with this for a little bit, we can. I'm cool.
Yeah, let's do it. I already did. I already paid our sponsors. First of all, thank LeBron with the game winner tonight. He's having a hell of a day. Smoking dudes. Game winning shot on the Pacers. Kept them in with the 3rd or 4th seed, and they got Stephen A looking like this on.
Tidy Whitey's with the ice cream.
Shout out to Golden Knight, man. Always showing love.
That AI crazy.
AI is bananas.
It's insane. Look at that dumbass grin.
Why would they do that though? As I pull up the LeBron's clip on Pat McAfee's show, which I guess isn't even going viral no more. There's a lot that happened with that, right? Well, I guess there's a bunch of clips here. Let's see if we can go with this so they don't take us down on the YouTube streets. Yeah, we ain't playing around. So LeBron James was on a Pat McAfee show, going crazy. Not even crazy. He was just speaking his mind a little bit. And responding to Stephen A. Smith and a lot of things in the NBA.
One thing about Rouse, he don't give a fuck about nothing. Listen, if it ain't about that heat shield and covering that heat culture, we see what's going on now. I mean, well, not anymore, but we see Jimmy and, it was at one point where even I left and it was time for D-Wade to get paid and he didn't want to pay D-Wade and D-Wade left. I was like, when that happened, I was like, when Wade County had to leave and go to Chicago, I looked at the cookie situation. I was like, oh shit, maybe it wasn't that bad. I was like, okay, fuck it. I mean, D-Wade's millions and my cookies. I was like, okay, maybe I made it out safe. I was like, okay, it wasn't that bad. One thing about Rouse, he don't give a fuck about nothing. Listen, if it ain't about that heat shield and cover. Listen, man, during the ball drop, during the lottery drop, Cleveland got the #1 pick. I just don't think that was. What a coincidence!
Don't you think?
All right, you care about that?
Okay, so you and
the NBA set up the lottery for him and Patrick Ewing and LeBron and whatever LeBron. What else?
You and Michael, at a good spot.
Who, me and Michael?
Jordan.
Yeah, we're in a good spot.
We care about that.
We don't talk.
Why not? You think?
Whatever.
See a lot of shit too. Like I seen Brian Windhurst on one of these shows not too long ago. Like
Wendy.
Yeah, you played over high school.
Wendy, you guys played together in high school.
Yeah,
right? He was on your high school.
This guy was like, says he's like my fucking best friend. These guys are just weird, but see a lot of shit too. Like I seen Brian Windhurst on one of these shows not too long ago. Like,
Wendy.
Yeah, you played over high school.
Wendy,
His name is Windhorst, man.
You guys played together in high school.
Yeah,
right? He was on your high
this
school.
guy was
that is wild.
says he's like my fucking best friend. These guys are just weird, but see a lot of shit too. Like I seen Brian Windhurst.
Yeah, so he's shitting on Brian Windhorst. Stephen A. Smith came out to defend him, saying Brian Windhorst is your ultimate defender. I guess what's your reaction to this? Because it was I guess it was big news throughout the day, but it's really, there's real wrestling going on. Flea been saying this for a minute. The kayfabe is real. What do you think about LeBron going on here, doubling down on? Yeah, I stepped to you on my court at home. Now I'm going to your home, and I'm going to the guy you hate, Pat McAfee. What up?
Yo, man, they're kind of dragging it at this point. It's getting a little corny, right? For me, on both sides, right? On both ends, it's just getting corny. I think for me, there's a level of authenticity that I try to roll with. And whether people like LeBron or not, whether people like Stephen A or not, this is kind of where I stand with it. I'm with the dumb shit sometimes, right? I'm with the dumb shit. I'm with stepping to something that needs to be stepped to and having a conversation. And if we can't have if we can have a conversation, cool. And then if we can't, then we could take it somewhere else if necessary. But let's be grown men about it. You know what I'm saying? And I think for a very long time, again, whether you like the dude or not, he's let us, and us means everybody, talk and say whatever he wants about him. This nigga is old. He about to retire, and he's showing that I don't give a fuck no more. I don't care. I'm going to jump outside. I'm going to jump on you niggas shows. I'm going to jump on you niggas podcast shows, whatever, talk a little dumb shit, and it is what it is, right? So for me, everybody just got real comfortable just talking, right? Again, we in the era, just we up here talking, everybody in the comments talking. Like right now, we in a spot where everybody feel like their opinion is validated because they say it's valid. Nothing behind it, nothing to say, yes, what you're saying is validated. Just because I feel like talking and saying something, what I say is right and what you're saying is wrong. And that's the era we live in right now. And so I think people have gotten so comfortable with that. Nobody's going to run up on me and say nothing to me. Right? The history, for what they say in the history of the league and the history of how things were covered back then was you wasn't going to play with somebody's family or you wasn't going to toe the line. What do I always say about Stephen A? He just toes the line a little too much for me. A lot of niggas wasn't going to toe the line back in the day because unfortunately, niggas back in the day ain't give a fuck. They was going to touch you and whatever happens after that happens after that. But now, it's like niggas don't want to pay fines. Niggas don't want to go to jail because niggas is calling police. And I'm dumbing it down to the bare bone, right? Because what did he just say? If he touched me, I would have swung on him. What are we doing?
Stephen A said that.
Yeah, like what are we doing? What are we doing? Is this basketball? Is this sports talk radio, sports talk news? What are we doing? You're talking about if you. So now you got to play tough now because what everybody acting, and I don't like it. Let's bring some type of authenticity back to this shit. Some real shit back to this shit. Some of the real shit he said in that shit, I don't like him. Thank God you finally was honest about some shit. You don't like him. That's honesty. I like shit like that. The tough talk and playing and jumping back and forth and all that shit, nah, y'all can have that shit. Because none of you niggas is really tough. But being honest and saying, yo, I don't like him. About fucking tell us. Tell us. Okay, LeBron is playing semantics. He's playing the game. Cool. But you starting to look weird out here. You're the same guy who said you could catch me anywhere. I'm at all the games, 130 games a year. You could catch me. Come holler at me. I come holler at you. I straighten up your tie. I fix your jacket just a little bit. And now you mad? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's getting weird. Like, all of this shit is just getting weird. And people are not looking at it from like, for me, like just a normal perspective. Just looking at it from a normal perspective. Fuck the money, fuck the play, fuck who he works for, forget all of that shit. You love the game so much, you passionate. Put yourself in one of their shoes. One of their shoes. Put yourself in one of their shoes. How would you play this?
LeBron on Pat McAfee was surprising. Number one, because it was the shock of him just being on ESPN on one of these podcasts.
Of course.
Where you kind of like how they say let your hair down, and you're sitting across from Pat McAfee, who somebody said that King Speed saying that Pat McAfee was glazing LeBron, and I don't know who Pat McAfee, if that's glazing, and he just does that to everybody on his show. He's just a very hype dude, unless you're not on his show and he don't rock with you. Because when he don't rock with you, he kind of lets it be known. He don't like Bill Simmons. Bill Simmons don't like him because he had Aaron Rodgers on his show, and that was white on white crime. I love watching that because they always point out when everybody else starts going crazy. And I'm watching the Joe Rogans versus this guy. They like, they rock with Adam Carolla and them, and even who is it? They don't rock with Jimmy Kimmel because Jimmy Kimmel rocks with Bill Simmons, and I see all of them. They don't get along. So when people say that stupid ass shit where it's LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith, why are you trying to bring a black man down? I'm glad you didn't bring it there, Flea. Glad.
I'm not. That ain't even it for me. That ain't even it.
But it shouldn't be, because we're talking about two powerful people, two rich motherfuckers who are showing you no matter how much money you have, we are still petty as hell. LeBron went on ESPN on Stephen A. Smith's ops, basically on his channel, and said, "Yo, this is how much I don't rock with y'all." Shannon Sharpe is the biggest LeBron glazer of all time, and he didn't go on your show. He could have went on Uncle Shay Shay. You telling me it's not bigger for LeBron to go on Pat McAfee and then Shay Shay joint to promote Mind the Game or whatever he's trying to promote? Because I don't even know why he was up at ESPN. You trying to promote Mind the Game with Steve Nash? Big flop. No pun intended, because they were some of the biggest floppers in NBA history is LeBron James and Steve Nash. Flea, you want to laugh.
I do.
But I know for a fact that that's the bigger move is going to Shannon Sharpe show. I know for a fact that it is. So I'm wondering, that's all I'm thinking about, what they're talking about. LeBron is a liar. Stephen A. Smith is a liar. So I'm not concerned about what too many people get. And that's what happened with the Bronny thing. Where I was so disappointed in myself, I had to take it back. Like, you know what? I'll take back if Bronny is comfortable, like I told you on the phone. If Bronny is now comfortable with the world, to step in the world and has his pops as a shield, like, you know what? I got you no matter what, son. Even this the punk motherfucker you worried about, ain't nobody do this for me. So watch this. I can't be mad at that.
I'm not mad at it.
I can't be mad at it. But I'm mad at his why. You ain't got to explain it. That's my thing. You don't ever have to explain it. Just do it. That's it. Because everything else now has his fans are armed with some shit that you don't even know what you're talking about. We don't know we don't even know what LeBron is really mad at, because he just said two different things. So again, if you want to argue that, I can't argue it, because I know the why doesn't even matter anymore, like we said, because it worked. Bronny felt more comfortable. He's in the league, he's making money. I can't be mad at that. So what is Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James arguing about today? It feels like it's all set up, like I told you from the rip. Stephen A. sitting down next to the head of the WME, and that's who LeBron steps to me while he's there. Stephen A. Smith comes to my hometown and works with the other guy that I don't rock with publicly. LeBron's throwing his weight around, and I like that. These are political plays. These are money moves. This ain't just as simple as, yo, he's been talking about me for 20 years. Bro, they got money. They got money. They're not worried about just this little chitter chatter. Now for Stephen A. Smith to come out and say, I don't like you and stuff like that. So now I'm making it uncomfortable for you. Now I'm arming the guy that you hate so much. Because if I do his show again this summer, then what? Then what? What is First Take? Dog, if I start bringing my Clutch Sports dudes to a Pat McAfee show, what is First Take after that? I'm seeing the big picture in all this. WME, that's your guy? You sure you don't want Pat? I'm seeing the big picture in everything. LeBron's playing a big game out here. That's what I'm seeing. So all the chit chat, that's funny. Brian Windhorst, even that move was slick. Yo, Brian Windhorst, that ain't my man like that. Even though they got footage of him saying Brian Windhorst knows me better than everybody over here. Even though they had that footage, LeBron hit him with the Trump style. I'm gonna lie, so what? Yo, Pat, you rock with Shams, right? That's the players journalist. I rock with him too. But check this out. We got another clutch guy over here who gives you news. LeBron, I'm very proud of him the last week and a half. I'm claiming him from now on. He's from Queens. These are very Queens-like snake maneuvers. I love it. I love it, please.
You've had your foot on his neck on and off for the past couple of years. Now you've taken it completely off his neck, and now you're helping him get up off the pavement and helping him stand up on his two. Get the fuck out of here, baby.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah.
Hold on, whoa. Hold on. See, this is why I hate when you do that. Because
what you hate when I do?
Because I'll call him soft for his on the court antics. I'll call him soft because the only guy you ever stepped to in your life was Stephen A. Smith. I'll call you soft for all that, right? But I also said he's the biggest paper gangster in NBA history. He knows what everyone's paperwork is looking like in the league. He's more gangster in the league than Jordan and all of them. He punked David Stern on them. I'm taking this thing over. I've always said that. And with these money moves, I've always given LeBron his props. Always. But people don't see through it because you know why? You know the biggest reason why? He's clumsy. He's a big doofus. That's LeBron's biggest problem. When he talks too much and he sounds like a regular dude. If you were at work and now he's your coworker, you wouldn't even want to talk basketball with him. Man, you doofy, man. What you glazing these dudes for? You a glazer, LeBron. Bro, why you glazing LeBron like that? That's his biggest issue. That's why Jordan is not talkative like that. Because he knows if I talk too much, I'm gonna start showing you things that I want to stay superhuman. I'm gonna just be quiet. I'm gonna go the Michael Jackson route, the Prince route, the Jay-Z route, the Rihanna route. You ain't gonna hear from me.
And that's you. Like I started my little soliloquy. I'm with the dumb shit sometimes. Sometimes you could catch Flea with the dumb shit. Yo, nah, we not doing that. Yo, this is what we doing. Cause sometimes you gotta check a nigga's tie. The nigga tie, y'all know I come up here shirt and tie sometimes. You think I'm playing with that shit? Sometimes you gotta check a nigga tie, help a nigga with his jacket. Cause it's not looking right on him. Let me help you with your jacket a little bit. Sometimes people forget that. And I love the fact that we are not on completely two different ends of the spectrum, but we hitting this on two different ways. You talking about something that is extremely important, the business play of it, how it looks from a business standpoint, how it looks from a psychological standpoint, playing the game with the media and how you trying to move the puppets and all that type of shit. Me, I'm on the other shit. I'm on the bullshit. And I'm sorry because niggas be just talking too much. And I'm tired. I don't care if you Stephen A. Smith or my little brother. And I don't even got a little brother. But you know what I'm saying? From the highest to the lowest, people just be talking too much. And there's no consequence for just talking and having nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just talking. I don't like that.
But I don't
say
know.
Something. Hold on.
Yeah.
Don't say something. See, all of this starts by playing semantics. And for me, that's what pussies do. Excuse my language. But that's what pussies do. They play games with words so that they can weasel and weave their way out of things. I don't like that shit. The problem is you said something about this dude as a father. That's bottom line. As a father. As a father.
He's full of shit, Flea.
Listen. Okay, you can feel like that. I'm not gonna argue about that.
You can't.
I'm not arguing about that. Don't talk to me about being a father. I will fuck you up. That's where I'm at.
Flea as
Don't
a father.
talk to me about, as a father, Flea, you should have did, no. Now we got a problem.
As a father, shine your glasses back up. That shit is hilarious. That's how I knew he's full of it. LeBron, you lying, man. Out of everything we've ever told you in the world, you mad about that? Oh, I'm going to protect my son. All right, cool, man.
I want to kill RP sometimes, man.
RP is crazy. I stopped reading after he said that comment. I like Scrabble.
Because I like playing Scrabble. He an asshole. You know one of the people where you want to be mad or you want to be serious about some shit, and he just say some slick shit. You be like, "Yo, man, that was funny, man. Fuck you."
I just don't. He was looking. I think Carmelo broke it down the best when it comes to that. It's been 20 years. It's building up. It was built up. You think it was just that one moment? Is no way. It was just a moment that pushed him over the edge where I understand now, ever since you've been saying that, yes, I understand as a father, nobody was there for LeBron to do that for him, right? I guess, but who needs to be there is the point. That that to me is the part that I would never get over. Bro, he's a grown man now. It's a professional league. We can't.
Yes, that piece. I'm
Yeah,
with
but
y'all 100%.
right, but
That piece is cool. I'm cool with
yes,
that.
but you're the head of this whole run. If this
Help
was
me
Go ahead.
understand this real quick.
Sure.
Help me understand this. For the casual fan, for whoever was just watching from afar, the first time he publicly said something, or there was public quote unquote outrage, is when Reddick put him in the game and Tyrese Maxey was kicking his ass. Is that right or wrong? I just want to be accurate on what I'm saying.
I think that's the first time Stephen A publicly was
okay.
Let's
say that. Let's say that. If it is that one game that you are now saying, right? It was almost all this built up stuff, because it almost makes you seem phony. Hear me out. You said for years you purposely didn't say anything.
Right.
And now the first time you do say something, it's as a father, stop this.
Yeah.
Stop this. That to me is super disingenuous and super fucking corny. In my opinion, that's corny, because you make it a point to say, I've never said anything about him purposely, instead of maybe talking about him through his progression up until this point. And now when he gets to this point, you can give a fair assessment. Yo, I've been watching this kid since he was in high school. I don't know if he's ready, and I've been standing on this since he was in high school 4 or 5 years ago. But now you flip it and do some weird corny shit, and now create like this weird beef between him and his dad. You could have very well did it that way.
That's why I was telling you to go watch them tapes on what kayfabe is, and what shoots are, and what work shoots are, what is fake, what is planned, what goes off script, and when you combine all three, you get so confused. That's why a polarizing thing like a LeBron James, people act like you have to choose a side. I don't have to choose any of these sides. I'm gonna enjoy the show, like George Carlin always said. Y'all are a bunch of fools. Stephen A. Smith is a fool. LeBron James be acting like a fool. You were acting a fool going on the sideline, stepping on somebody to hold with anything. You've never done anything like that in your life, and this is the first time you do it, and then you mask it as being a father. Cool, no problem. Now, to help you understand it, it's not that you're wrong. You're not wrong about Stephen A. Smith being disingenuous. When the hell is he genuine? He appears to come off genuine. That's the trick. Anything he says, he has to deliver it like that because he's a salesman. I don't believe anything he says ever. I usually have to go back and look it up and go do some research. When you talk, I normally don't want to look it up, or I just want to argue with you because it's you. I want to argue with you. I don't want to argue with Stephen A. Smith. And then I want to go deliberate on these facts. Yo, Fabe, stop talking about these coaches. Go make a list. I don't want to hear about this no more. It's a challenge. So we've all heard everything about LeBron, Bronny, all the way up to go to the NBA. And then when this happens, it's like Stephen A. to come out at that point. That's why when he went up to Gilbert Arenas' show, that clip was what everyone overlooked. When he went up there and everybody sat down, like the principal walked in the room. And what's my man, Joe Clark? Like Joe Clark walked in there and they all shut the hell up and sat down and got humbled. Yeah, all of y'all, Gilbert. Especially you, Rashad. What happened? Cemetery Larry, right? And the one thing he told him, because
I look at them a little different.
But Rashad asked him a key question. He goes, you do bring up certain things, XYZ, like when do you choose to push too hard or whatever? And he said something that was very, he said it out loud. Sometimes you gotta wait to let the story. It ain't always the right time to. He knew that was the right time because that was the moment that JJ Redick played him in the first quarter, and it was a big headline. Stephen A. only deals with headlines. He don't deal with these little mumbo jumbo things. He appears to. You think that's why LeBron said he's gonna be sitting in his tighty whities all excited about? Yeah, because it's LeBron. If that was some random dude, he still brings up Glenn Robinson though. To his credit, nobody's talking about Glenn Robinson. He's still like, I want to apologize to him, bro. Like I feel bad about that, whatever. But
he feels bad because he had his son uncomfortable.
Right, and it's
You keep
you're a
bringing that
generation.
up. How do you know what type of energy Glenn on? You don't even know what type of energy Glenn. You just say you ain't running. You could run into Glenn Robinson. He slapped the shit out you right now.
Right, but it's over. The point is that it's done. You don't even want
it's
no
over for
what's
him.
The point? Yeah,
it's over for him.
As it should be, because what else am I gonna get out of this? There's no back and forth. You don't play in the
Tell
league
me
anymore.
Tell me anybody seen Glenn Robinson anywhere on any podcast, any show say that it's over between Stephen A and I.
Exactly.
Fine. I think he was on the Knuckleheads with Darius Miles and Q Richardson. Quentin Richardson.
But that's my point. If Draymond finishes, he still has a podcast. Gilbert Arenas is all these former players, if they have a podcast and are still relevant, then Stephen A might talk about you if you're popping enough. He's like, that's the old trick that the Drake trick, the Jay-Z trick. I'm gonna go with what's hot. That's what the YouTube is, the views. Yo, his job is to bring views to ESPN. That's why we respect Pat McAfee more on the low. I don't watch Pat McAfee like that, but Pat McAfee does what he wants to do. He's going at Stephen A. He goes at he was talking about the execs on TV. He's playful, but he also gets real. And you know when so he's a wrestler by nature. Like we like him as a character, Pat McAfee. Stephen A. Smith is intentionally a wrestler. He knows what he knows what he's doing. He's always manipulating. So I guess I don't know.
That's why I don't respect it.
I get it.
The word you just used. He's always manipulating. Right. Manipulators don't often come off as authentic and real. You can't be real and be a manipulator, in my opinion. I don't fuck with people that operate under trying to manipulate others. That ain't the type of people I'd like to be around. I don't care who you are. If that's how you operate, that says something about your character. I don't care if you make him 100 million. Somebody's gonna throw. He makes 100 million. That don't matter to me. Your integrity and who you are as a man matters. And if you operate under the pretense of being manipulative, I'm cool. Stay over there.
But I think that
don't make you real to me.
No, but I think that's the part with the LeBron thing that I'm just like, bro, who you think you fooling? Because up until that one game with Bronny, nobody was talking about LeBron being an NBA player. That's it. Don't tell us that he was ready for the NBA. That's it. You sold us this. That's it. And you sold us with your hype. You didn't do what Melo did. You didn't. So when he says, as a father, it is funny because it's true.
We need that shirt.
True. That shit is because he was dead.
That shit is so funny. I get passionate about it, but this shit funny. This shit funny.
You found it funny when we spoke about it, I said, bro, that shit is hilarious. If somebody's gonna be as a father, and then how you break it down.
So here's the thing. Hold on. Let me address the comments real quick.
Yeah.
Respectfully, y'all. We don't know LeBron. We don't know him. We have no clue who he is and what he's about. We know him as a basketball player, and that's the piece that we get fucked up. We know more about Stephen A. and who he is as a person than we do LeBron James. So we can't say, like, we can feel how we want to feel about the dude, but let's stop acting like we know him. We don't know him. We know a lot more about who Stephen A. is. So we can call him fake. He is, but we don't know him.
To add to what you're saying, we've seen more examples of Stephen A. being manipulative, like with the Max Kellerman thing. There are way more examples. To me, I thought he stole Shannon Sharp off that show with Skip Bayless. I saw the move from a mile away. I seen the manipulation, but we have more examples.
But he wouldn't have did that unless Shannon was hot.
Listen, 1,000%. Again, the why doesn't matter when it works, right?
Fact.
So
Fact.
if we have a laundry list of examples, it's because he's on a daily basis on television. LeBron James on a daily basis playing basketball, but we don't see his behind the scenes shit that he be doing that we kind of know about. We heard this, we heard that, and then we just see what your son is like. Stop acting like we don't see what we see, bro. And now you want to put pressure. Yo, LeBron's so powerful, people don't even want to speak on it. That his son, like, he ain't ready for All-American.
Right. Because
college,
they don't want to mess
NBA.
up that relationship. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bro, it was people that had nothing to do with the NBA that would talking to us. We were interviewing. I'm like, yo, what are you scared of? How are you scared to say he's trash? And again, going back to Tyler, that's why I said, reminding y'all, we're critiquing Tyler Kolek. He's a second rounder, played in the G League. Pacome Dadier, Huck Purdy. Hope you're doing better. Same guy, second rounders. What y'all gotta say? Got 2 starters over there, second rounders with the Warriors. Yeah, this first rounders we could critique. Why should we critique them? We don't see them. We're not gonna see them. We're only critiquing LeBron because he has shine like that. Kolek is in New York. He has shine like that. If there's no, where's the spotlight at? You want us to talk about them? Let's go talk about them. Stop acting like we wouldn't talk about them. That's my problem. Stop trying to change the subject. We talking about Bronny. That's what it is. Does he suck or he doesn't? That's what it is.
That's it.
As a father.
As a father.
And as a father.
As a father. Yo, Ray. You gotta
go.
You gotta read. You gotta read Michael James's comment, man. Please.
Michael James. One thing that separates y'all from others is the very thing that have y'all stand out, being genuine, but they are playing the show business game. Y'all are showing authenticity sells too. I'm worried that it doesn't.
We appreciate that.
Let me appreciate that first. God damn, what's wrong with me?
Let me tell y'all something.
Tell him.
Let me tell y'all something, man. I compliment my co-host regularly, especially this dude off camera all the time. All the time. This dude can never, ever, ever take a compliment without saying, but Flea, bro, I just gave you a compliment. You're really great at what you do. This. Take the compliment, my brother. I love you, bro. He can't take that ever. I said, read the comment. The guy is saying something that we needed to say, that we needed to read. And this fool can't even read it without, but I was thinking it don't. That was a compliment, Ray. Just wanted to remind you, my brother. Lord have mercy, man. Appreciate you, Michael James, and everybody that's tapped in tonight. Don't juice these 2 clowns. They're manipulating us. That's the word tonight, Fish. You see what I did, Fish? You see what I did, baby?
Yo, Fish, as a father, I'm offended, man.
As a father.
Some of these big channels be having a stick in their ass. And that's the other thing. When we go Varnell Hill, just don't be mad at us. That's all I'm saying. You gonna
be at LA? We gonna be at LA.
Hold on.
Damn.
Hold on, RP. You read RP's comment.
Wait, what he said? Fabian getting in his tighty whities ice cream later over Flea compliments. That's RP. He smoked that. He's insane. Oh man.
Don't act brand new. I'm gonna violate. It's hard because this is what Braun can't do. Stephen A. Smith, when he's reading the comments, he's going crazy. He just jumped on Twitter talking about, I see y'all didn't pick up with y'all thought I didn't say I would beat him up. I said he would beat my ass afterwards. It's like, no, bro. That's not the point. The point is you had nothing to say to him at the stadium. What are you talking? I don't care if he's wrong. Bro could be dead wrong. You had zero smoke. What you say? I'm not watching the end.
He said, I'm not watching the end of the interview. I'm watching y'all reacting to the interview. That's respect. We love you, King Speech. You know that, big dog.
And it was bland. Like, to be honest with you, like Jordan made things an event, man. I can't front. Kobe made interviews an event, bro. Dead serious. They don't come off inauthentic, even though I know they're hiding shit. But there was a point where after that case, Kobe kept it beyond thorough. He had enough. Like, yo, fuck it. This is what y'all gonna do to me?
All the way up until he died. All the way up until he passed. Rest in peace, my The best player of all time, all the way up. I don't get to get that off very often. I let my son rest. The best player of all time. I don't get it off. The people would think I'm a LeBron guy, but you know me personally. You know what I think. You know what I think. So, but anyway, nah, all the way up until he passed, bro. Like, yo, that was crazy. That's insane. That's insane.
Yo, I don't, and hopefully we could get it in the future where we just got y'all, you know, the jokesters, the real day ones, the the fishes RP, just y'all be throwing the crazy haymakers out there. But we could keep it because we need this. I said it, we talk all the time, bro. Flea line, he's clutch. This is like how we want to keep it because inside the NBA has been getting a bad rap lately, right? And I get it. People are done with Barkley, Kenny Smith, and Shaq holding on to the past, way too critical about the new school. And then it's almost like they don't even watch the actual game that they're supposed to be watching. But on top of that, if you think about it, Charles Barkley was on TNT since he retired. So we saw him fresh out of the league go into television. Kenny Smith. And then Shaq kind of did it right afterwards too. Mm-hmm. Where's the new guy that's fresh out of the league to go inside the NBA to go, hold on. Y'all be talking a whole lot of mess. It's been 30 years since y'all stepped foot on that court.
They just waiting for this fucking knucklehead. They just waiting for Draymond. They gave him the contract already. He signed the deal already. They just waiting for him. As soon as he say he's done, he's just. Well, I don't know what it looks like now. That was before all of this changed with TNT. But that was the play from what I remember.
But even if he's on there, it's not fun. Even if Steven, he's not initiating the fun. He could get too serious sometimes. And he has some moments at the All-Star game. But remember when he told Barkley, how much is that suit? And Barkley was like $1,000. Yeah, it looks like it. And then Barkley just showed you this is naturally. I'm just naturally the man, bro.
You know who asked about you the other
day? Nobody.
Nobody. That's still funny, man. I don't care. I love funny, man. That's funny as hell.
That which one I laugh at? At least once a year I watch the clip when they said they don't mistaken you for nobody. They said they don't mistaken you for nobody, and he goes, and they said they mistaken me all the time. And Shaq, they said Shaq, he's like, who mistaken you for anybody? Shaq, he goes, Shrek, and the dude in the background busts out laughing.
It's funny.
That shit has me in tears every time I watch it. So when I see this, RP, Fish, all the comments, inside the NBA already does this, but they don't do it because they don't really have these. Imagine they see the comments just going crazy on each other. I mean, they have a show to do, and it's a show. That shit is a show.
They bring up Twitter. They bring up Twitter shout outs and things like that.
The memes, cool, like RP. The Jordan cover up is being uncovered. What Jordan cover up? That he was gambling? Which one?
Sugar Man.
Sugar Man, what's up? Y'all, you nervous? Cleveland got you nervous, Sugar Man?
Your guards better play defense. Your guards don't play defense. Y'all gonna get your ass cracked in the playoffs. I've been talking too good about the Cavs all year. Y'all two little baby guards don't play defense. Y'all gonna get your ass cracked. You heard what I said, shit. You heard what I said, shit. I mean,
Draymond's gonna be another paid Braun Glazer. You the word Glazer.
Get us out of here, man. You're gonna have me in here all night, man.
Hold on, I'm gonna read this when I'm out of here. They created this lane. Honestly, it just started on TV. Charles Barkley really opened the door, saying what you want and make it acceptable. Yeah, absolutely.
For sure, Mike Jam. For sure.
When's the next game, Flea? Do we know? Or
what you said?
When's the next game? Bucks Friday?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, 28th. So after the Bucks game, the 8:00 game will be on late. AllBall will be back. Hopefully, unless he load manages again. Talking about, yo, my stomach hurt.
Don't do OG like that.
Yo, I ate. I took a nap. He's 80 years old, man. He's a lot. Listen, he's a vampire. The guy. He looks great for his age. 85, Flea.
Nigga, it looks impeccable. for how old he really is, that brother looks good. Looks good.
I look
Take
older
care.
than him.
Well, you look good
Look.
too, bro. You taking care of yourself. You know what I mean?
This shit is crazy.
Taking care of yourself. Y'all got to. Y'all got to, man. We all got to. We all have to. It's imperative, man. Please take care of yourselves, man. Health
I
is
want to ask
wealth.
the girls.
I don't even want to sound cliche right now, but for real.
I want to ask the girls, should I keep growing my beard or should I cut it, Flea? Because I asked you yesterday and you didn't give me confidence in growing my beard. I'm not gonna lie.
I was trying to be your brother and just infuse confidence in you and say, yo, keep rocking with the beard, big dog. You know, it works for you. But if you're still feeling a little Afghani, I don't know if I can say that, but you know,
Shout out to my Afghan brothers.
Yeah. If you feel like you're looking a little Afghani, then maybe, you know.
Yo, they call me Shah Jahan out there.
Go make me a big
playing,
nigga
man.
cheese. Go make me a chopped cheese, nigga. I need grabber. Give me some grabber. That's what they call it.
I look like I could work at the bodega or the Aki spot. That's crazy. Serious question to Flea and Fabian. Why do LeBron fans get called bronzesexuals, glazers, but everyone who wanted to be like Mike get a pass? Sugarman.
Ask. Great question. Great question. Great question, Sugarman.
I know he ain't asking me that. You should have met growing up. I used to hate on all Michael Jordan fans. All y'all that wore Jordan jerseys, them stupid ass red headbands, and the Bulls warm-up jacket. I used to laugh at you. Like, you think you're Michael Jordan, bro? You out here wearing Michael Jordan. You think you're Michael Jordan? You wear Jordan. You're not Mike. That shit didn't make you play better. What are you doing? I'm not nice, but you aren't nice either. Come join me on the sideline. Go get the water like me. What are you doing? Bro, look, Michael Jordan fans have always been disgusting to me. Always. Nasty. They were the nasty work before LeBron James fans, Sugarman. So Jordan started this whole stand wave.
Man, do y'all hear what he's describing right now?
What's that?
I shut the hell up. But you hear what he's describing right now? If you don't think people were behaving and acting the way that they do now for LeBron like they did for Michael Jordan, you lying. Like, this ain't even about who's better or who's not at this point. If we talking about how the people were react, you got to be shitting me. They were acting ridiculous over Michael Jordan back in the day. You couldn't tell anybody anything bad. You had something bad to say about Michael Jordan, you couldn't have basketball conversations. Let's keep it a buck.
Word.
If you had something bad to say about Michael Jordan, people wouldn't even allow you in conversations because they would think you didn't know what you were talking about in basketball. And it's not even about if Michael Jordan was your best player or not. I'm talking about just critiquing his game at that time. Oh, nah, get out of here. You don't even know what you're talking about. It's weird. It is a great question. It is a great question because Mike is, come on, we know what Mike. I used to act crazy over Mike. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I don't understand, but come on. It's ridiculous. If people be, again, not honest.
You know how long I used to say, yo, hold on, they got Rodman, Jordan, and Pippen. Who else got that? Like, people were acting like they weren't supposed to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, he's Mike. Like, he's superhuman too, like LeBron and all that, but even more, like, we give him his credit, but at the same time, because the last championship was like, but nobody had that. And when you would bring certain things up, it was like, and then the media glazing, Bob Costas was disgusting. Michael Wilbon, nasty back then.
Ahmad Rashad.
But Ahmad didn't glaze like that. He was cool friend.
But he had somebody right there when he decided to, when he was comfortable. He had somebody right there that gave us what we wanted. He never disseminated nothing to us that showed Michael Jordan being weak. It was always Michael Jordan being strong, tough moments. I want to go, and that's my homework for the night. I'm going to go back and listen and watch the coverage of Game 7, 1998, Indiana versus Chicago. The only Game 7 that Mike was in. I want to go back and I want to, because you know how they used to cover NBC games before they start. They give you like a little monologue and shit like that and what they talk about and all that. I mean, I want to see what that felt like, what the feeling was like going into that game. It was dope. Because I remember the game, but you know, I'm 20 years later, 30 years later.
Bob Costas used to kill those. Bob Costas would say, "Is this
the
end of the era?"
He used to smoke those. He used to smoke those.
with the expansion of the league, things are changing. The free agency. There's one clip that's bananas. That wasn't the only game 7 Mike was in, by the way. Pistons, Knicks. There was a couple. I think it was those 3 though.
For sure.
But he yeah, but he started the stand wave, which what I was telling Dom. The thing about it is though, what you can't argue with Sugarman is that all right, you stand in Jordan, but Jordan just comes off more, I don't say masculine, but it's tougher, bro. It's tougher going when you stand in Ali, it's different. It's different. There's no in between. We never called Jordan a bitch ever. We just didn't. Like they might maybe on the court, but LeBron has been called that from, and I think that's part of the thing. Like
that's
the sneaky
era.
behavior.
It's the time, man. It's the time.
Yeah, it's the
back then.
It's
Back then, you get punched in your mouth for fuck the basketball, just period. Like
he called Allen. Hold on, no. He called Allen Iverson a bitch. That's the first words out of my mouth. What's up, little bitch? That's what he told Allen Iverson. He told him that after they retired, and he said, "Yo, man, you know I love you." And he said, and Michael Jordan told him again after they retired, "You wouldn't have crossed me over like that if you loved me like that, little bitch." So Mike talks like that. But I don't think he actually believes Allen Iverson is pussy or he's
exactly. My point.
Okay,
exactly.
We actually think that what LeBron be doing with the flopping and that represents bitch assness. You 6'9", you're supposed to be in the post. You're supposed to be a beast at all times, and he's a gentle giant. That's what it comes down to.
Get away with saying wild shit nowadays. There's shit that I wouldn't even. I'm not calling myself a certain age, but I know playing back in the day, there were certain things you did not say on the basketball court unless you was ready to do something else besides play basketball. And today, it's free game because niggas don't really. A lot of niggas is not like that. I'm sorry. I keep taking it off. But niggas don't be like that.
Is this true that didn't happen with Mike? Y'all Braun fans go harder for Braun than y'all girls or y'all moms. I don't know if it's like we didn't have Twitter back then either with Michael Jordan, because I would have been disgusted with all of y'all too with Michael Jordan.
I mean, but that's the other piece that like even King's speech, he's not being honest with himself right now. He knows that it's magnified because we live in a different world. He's seeing shit that he ain't never seen when he was coming up. I'm seeing shit that I never seen when I'm seeing people's opinions that I would never give a fuck about.
Right.
At 10 years old.
And just happens to go viral.
Cared.
Yeah.
Right. I would have never cared. Same thing for you, Fabe. Same thing for a lot of people. There's opinions and the way people feel and think and fandom that we would have never, ever seen 25, 30 years ago. Now I see opinions that, quite honestly, I don't care about. But it's out there for us to see.
And all because the Skip Bayless of the world, let's say whoever follows him or whoever reacts to him, all of a sudden there's other people that follow him that would retweet that, or it's that tweet or that post is gonna pop up on your feed because you might know them or you might follow them. So that's how this viral internet shit works. So it becomes a sick cycle or echo chamber or some bullshit that it does ruin the conversation. That's why LeBron, I think, slipped up when he said, "Oh, Giannis would score 200 points back in the day," and then say, "Yo, respect everybody's era." It's like, all right, either one of them starts an argument. Is my point, and one of them is the way that we all start like having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Giannis would have scored 200 on you bum ass niggas in 1977. That is hilarious. That is a hilarious way to start a conversation. That is how you start an argument. But the other way that LeBron said it was like, yo, man, if we just respect each other's era, this, that, and the third, nobody's watching that.
That's a fact, though.
Lunch tables, the core bar. Yeah, of course. And that's how we spoke back then.
King's speech is talking about the shit that how we did it back in the 90s. And
we would talk like that. Yo, right, Magic would have busted your ass. Yo, this guy would have busted your ass. But we didn't talk. We spoke in headlines. So
that's a fact. He right.
But if you want this kind of nuanced conversation, then you gotta kind of make one.
But that's what I'm saying. The people that I feel like some of the chat is talking about in terms of the bronze sexual, whatever they call them, right, is the people that get allowed into the conversation. Look what King's speech just said. But then we talked our shit and then went outside and hooped. right? You can't talk shit to a lot of these niggas on the internet or wherever, and they say, "Yo, let's go outside." These niggas don't play.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the conversation today that make up a lot of these fan bases don't play. Again, we just seeing people's opinions that don't fucking matter. Let's start to. I'm seeing Sugarman talk like he's a fan of the game. Yeah, let's talk the game, because when we talk the game, then by nature we're gonna have to talk about the players. But when you love the game, it's different. A lot of people are just fans of the player today, but want to have conversations about the game. You got to pick one, because you want to talk about the game, you're gonna get embarrassed because you just like that guy,
Right. Or you're just trying to win an argument.
or that. And a lot of people, that's the world we live in today too. You got to win.
Yeah, that's really what the bottom line is. It's hard. It's not easy having a conversation that somebody else wants to be a part of. Because the arguing part is easy to be a part of it. Like, oh, I'm gonna pick a side. That's easy. That's tribal. That's human nature. But now I'm asking question to Flea. He responds. He shoots back with another question. Now we're going back and forth. It's a tennis match of conversation, of dialogue. That's interesting. That's us actually talking about basketball like that. It is like my aunt laughing at me and my brother watching wrestling. She's like, "Why are you watching grown men in their underwear wrestle?" And it's like, you'll never understand. This shit is hilarious. This is entertaining, and we could break this down. You'll never understand men, because we are crazy. We are simple, crazy motherfuckers who want to dissect a game that involves bouncing a ball and putting it in a net, right? And who would have thought? Over 100 people today is in the building. Sugarman from LA out here talking to us. Michael
Big
James in the
Sugarman.
mix. Everybody just RP in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Fishes in Texas with you.
Consistently.
La Dudia and the BX. Darlene, I forgot where Darlene is from. I don't want to shout
I'm
you out.
not sure what Darlene is. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people from the Bronx and Queens just getting together to talk about basketball. Hear what we got to say. Sold out seats to hear 50 Small speak. We said we wow, and we give you more overtime because Sugarman jumped in here acting like we won't approach the question.
What up, Trey? I didn't even know Will was in. What up, Will? How you feeling, brother?
Trillium.
What
you see? And then I respond, why do you watch Zeus TV all day loading up on bitches beating each other up on? That's the other thing. That should be going super viral. And I'm not gonna lie. When I see it pop up on my Twitter timeline, I'm watching it, Flea.
Yo, Turbo. Yo, and with this, man. June 21st, Kenny Anderson's second annual showcase. AllBall TV family will be in the building, supporting, showing love, and doing what we do. Now that I got that out the way, I really want to get to the real business of why I brought this up. That means that OG, AllBall, Big Two, Ray, Fabian, myself, Flea, will be in the building together. You got about 2 months to figure out how you get your ass there, Fish, right? You got about 2 months to figure out how you get there. Because now we are going to make this happen. We got 2 months to just brush off. We're just going to shoot. That's all we're going to do. We're going to shoot. Because there you go. See, you beat me to it. Just beat me there, nigga. Just beat me there. A lot of y'all beat us there, man. We out there ready to show support to Kenny Anderson, one of the best point guards ever. Forget New York City ever, Mr. Chibbs. So, yeah, do what you do, Fabian. I just wanted to let the people know that's what's going on, and you might see AllBall, Fabian, and Flea pick up a basketball and do some things with it. Maybe, I don't know.
Sugarman, man, rocks with us every day.
Sugarman.
That's always humbling. Kenny A, yes, thanks for reminding me, Flea. That's a big chancleta energy. Yeah, June 21st. If y'all got any kids, I think it's between I gotta get the ages right. Junior, definitely middle school, high school. Kenny Anderson's second annual showcase, June 21st, down there in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Sockasty High School, second annual. AllBall TV will be there. AllBall TV will be there. Sugarman, you could come through too. Get some of this smoke. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Fish, where you at? Flea. Big Flea.
Never the little one. Ever the little one.
Yo, Friday, y'all, after the Bucks game, we should be on tomorrow afternoons with AllBall, unless he's still load managing. Under the bus. Throwing him right under the bus.
Yo, I got you, OG. I got you. I'm picking you up, baby.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.